downtown Kansas City for the 2009 Downtown Kansas City Air Show. So I'm here to check it out and see what it's all about. Are you guys enjoying yourself today?
Oh yeah!
What has been your favorite part of the show today?
The rocket-powered car.
The rocket-powered car? How about you?
Yeah.
The Limas?
I like the yellow ships.
The ships?
Yeah, the yellow airplanes.
So one of the things that caught my eye while I was here is the Apache helicopter that's sitting over here. So I'm here with, what's Marcus?
Marcus Moore, yep.
Marcus Moore, he is actually one of the pilots that flies. Is this an Apache? What exactly is it?
It's an H-64 Apache helicopter.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's an attack helicopter. It was basically designed to destroy tanks in the Cold War, but they've adapted it to be reconnaissance and just your everyday attack helicopter.
So what are all the weapons here? So we've got so this is a 30mm gun down here, right here.
Chain gun. Yep, it shoots 600 to 650 rounds a minute.
Wow.
I can actually, what we call, slave it to my head, so wherever my head turns or looks in the helicopter.
Okay. Is that what this helmet up here is? So this, you put this helmet on, and how does that work?
It uses, basically the helicopter knows where my head is inside the cockpit using infrared energy.
Okay.
So if the helicopter knows where my head is, it knows where the gun is, and it just kind of, it does the math, and wherever I look, it looks.
Yeah.
So I can physically just look at something and shoot instead of having to be completely inside the cockpit.
What other weapons do you have besides this guy down here?
I've got the Hellfire missiles.
Okay. What are these?
Yep, Hellfire missiles.
These are the HUD fire missiles? Is that what you said?
Hellfire.
Hellfire, okay.
Again, we're designed to defeat the tank, and it does that really well, and they have several models of it now. It's meant to take out buildings, it's meant to take out personnel, vehicles, so you name it, there's pretty much an option for any of it. That's laser guided, so that's what we call a point target weapon, so I can put it exactly where I want it to go.
Wow.
I put my sight on it, I put the laser on it, and that's where it's going to go.
Okay.
So,
what about these guys over here?
That's rocket pods.
These are rocket pods?
And what we do, we put 19 rockets in each one. We can put any variety we want. We can do illumination, we can do white phosphorus, which burns real hot.
Yeah.
You can do just your, what we call point detonating, it's just kind of like a little explosion. And we can do flechettes, which is a rocket that actually has 1,100 nails in it.
Whoa.
So you shoot it, and it detonates at what we call a wall in space.
Yeah.
So, you know, at whatever distance from what we're shooting at, those nails then come out and become then 1,100 weapons.
This giant plane behind me, it's the A-10. And so I thought I'd ask Chad a couple questions about the A-10 and describe a little bit about the plane for us.
This is the A-10 Thunderbolt II. It's more affectionately known by the pilots as the Warthog. Its primary job is close air support. We work with the Army, help the troops out, and do whatever they tell us. And we've been supporting Operation Enduring Freedom throughout the whole global war on terrorism.
So is this active today? Is this plane actually still up in the air flying?
Absolutely. It's been continuously operating in OEF, Afghanistan, since early 2002 continuously. So we've been really working hard over the last 7 years or so.
Sure. What are some specs about how fast it is, or what makes it unique than compared to other planes out there?
Unique thing about the A-10 is the pilots usually get made fun of every once in a while for being the slowest fighters. However, we do have a loiter time, which is over 3 hours without air fueling, which is pretty long for a fighter. It's also got the largest gun ever mounted on a fighter aircraft.
How fast can it go?
The airplane goes about the top speed about 420.
Sure. But can we take a look at the gun that you were talking about? What's that look like?
This is the GAU 8 Gatling gun. It's about total 17 feet long or so. And
wow.
It's got 7 barrels. It's the largest gun ever mounted on a fighter aircraft. It shoots 30mm bullets, which if you're unfamiliar about the size of a beer bottle, it shoots 70 a second. So,
that's incredible. Incredible. How's it 17 feet long? I mean, does it go all the way back, or where does that actually go?
Barrels go about to here. And then there's a barrel in the back that retrieves all the shells. We keep all the empty shells on board so we don't drop them onto anybody on the ground, any of our Army guys we're working for. And actually the airplane is built around the gun. If you look at the front,
okay,
you see the gun is straight down the middle. It's a very powerful gun, and we want to keep it symmetrical throughout. The landing gear is actually mounted to the right side of the airplane, the front landing gear. So this plane is truly built around the gun.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So does this usually take out like tanks or armies? I mean, what is it usually doing?
Pretty much anything the Army asks for. Anything the guys on the ground ask for: tanks, vehicles, soft skin vehicles, buildings, precision guided weapons, troops in the open. Anything they need, we have the ordnance on board usually right now in Afghanistan to do what they need.
Well, zero, right?
Yep, that's my call sign.
Your call sign. Well, cool. Thanks for your time. That concludes 2009, the Downtown Kid City Air Show. I got to admit, I think last year's was much better. While the F-18 was definitely the highlight of the show, the Harrier was pretty cool at the very end. The Thunderbirds, you can't beat them. Last year's was definitely better, but still a good time. The weather was great out here. They had a few more family activities. Seems to be a little more family geared in terms of making it family friendly and that sort of thing. But another great air show here in downtown Kansas City.